For more on this now, let's bring in ESPN's ace NFL insider, Adam Schefter. Thank you so much, Adam, for joining us on what has to be a very busy night for you. You're as plugged in as any person to what goes on a day-to-day basis in the NFL. Walk us through how all of this played out in the past 24 hours.
Well, I think it goes beyond 24 hours, Lindsay. Essentially, this is an investigation that the NFL was conducting into workplace conditions in Washington. And during the course of their investigation, they found a string of emails that came from Jon Gruden to the former Washington executive Bruce Allen. One of them came out on Friday in the Wall Street Journal, where he used a racial taupe about the NFLPA executive director DeMaurice Smith. And then the rest of the emails, many of them, came out on Monday night in the New York Times. And I think the NFL was waiting for the Raiders owner, Mark Davis, to take action after Friday. And when he didn't, I think it got very impatient. And essentially, there were more emails that came out, more revelations, more slurs, a slew of them that were racist, sexist, homophobic. And by the time all those emails came out, Jon Gruden was finished as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach.
And is there more since then? Any more scuttlebutt? Is this kind of the most up-to-date that you've heard?
Well, there still is fallout from this, and I would imagine that there will be for days and weeks to come. And I think, first and foremost, we're still waiting for the results of that investigation. But beyond that, just moments ago, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where Jon Gruden once was the head coach, where he led that franchise to its first Super Bowl win, and they erected a statue of him outside the stadium and put him in the team's Ring of Honor inside the stadium. They have removed Jon Gruden's name from the Ring of Honor, saying that they stand for equality, diversity, inclusion, not what Jon Gruden represents. And so a man that led that franchise to glory in a previous year now essentially is no longer even welcome there in Tampa. So he lost his job in Las Vegas on Monday night, and on Tuesday night, he lost his place inside the Buccaneers' home stadium in the Ring of Honor.
While Gruden's resignation certainly came quickly, his comments, which include, as you alluded to, calling the commissioner an anti-gay slur, criticizing the drafting of a gay player and hiring female referees, those were not new, but we are only just learning about these comments. How did this go on for so long without anyone doing anything about it?
Well, they're private emails, and those emails were sent from the years 2010 through 2018, and subsequent to that, we've learned an awful lot about the way that the Washington football team conducted its business, the way the franchise was handled, and the way that the culture existed there. I think a lot of people were very angered, upset, disappointed to hear of the workplace conditions that led to an investigation, that led to all these emails being reviewed, that led to Jon Gruden getting caught with some of these emails that were sent to a former Washington executive. So that's what happened. I mean, does anybody know what somebody sent in an email 7, 8, 9 years ago? But now when it's reviewed and it's scrutinized, this came to light. And so it's interesting that the NFL launched an investigation to figure out the workplace conditions in Washington, and it managed to drag down the head coach in Las Vegas, and we'll wait to see if there's further fallout, as some people believe there will be.
Karl Nassib is, of course, the only current NFL player who's openly gay. He happened to play for the Raiders. Are you hearing anything about how he's taking this news and just in general what the feeling is of the team tonight?
Listen, I think that when the first email surfaced on Friday, there were mixed reactions in that locker room. I think many people were angered and disappointed, of course. There were some people who sounded almost indifferent to it, and there were actually some who supported Jon Gruden, as hard as that might be to believe, but they still believe he's our head coach. We play for our head coach. We want to provide for our families, and it's important that we do what we need to say. Again, the Raiders see these emails that come out on Monday and have to make the decision. And I think that anytime a football franchise changes its head coach 5 games into the season, when he's mired in a controversy as torrid as this one, it's, I think, unnerving, jarring, unsettling for everybody, but the right move for everybody to make to move forward and to essentially rid the organization of instances where this type of behavior is not going to be welcome in Las Vegas, in the National Football, really anywhere in society, Lindsay.
And Adam, as you alluded to, I mean, this possibly could just be the tip of the iceberg. These emails, this investigation could bring down many other people. Any sense on the timeline for the investigation? Is this weeks potentially away, months still from concluding?
My understanding is that the investigation wrapped up over the summer at some point in time. And so now I guess lawyers are going through and writing up reports, and we'll see where it goes. I don't know where it's going to wind up, and I don't know when the results will come out. But I can tell you this, that especially with what's gone on with Jon Gruden over the course of the last 72, 96 hours, there are an awful lot of curious and on-edge people waiting to see where this investigation goes.
And certainly curious that there was a lag if this did conclude in the summer, and now that we're just learning about these emails in the fall. ESPN senior NFL insider Adam Schefter, we thank you so much for your time, your insight. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, Lindsay.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.